Welcome back, Clashers. In this video we are diving into the ultimate Town Hall 16 attack strategies that are dominating the game. Whether you are aiming for 3 stars or cruising in the Legends League, these strategies are your ticket to victory. At number 3 we have got Fireball and Rocket Balloons. This one requires a little bit of more skill as compared to the other ones, but the power is also pretty good. So let's get into it. Firstly, we will have to make a funnel. So for that we're gonna use Flame Flinger. Now to be honest, Flame Flinger value against this base is not everywhere. You can see the expos that want to hunt our Flame Flinger. So we're gonna make the way here with balloons and take off the mortar with rocket balloons. That way we can deploy the Flame Flinger right there. The step 1 is done. Next, we're gonna Warden charge. So we'll deploy him along with the supporting troops, balloons and healers. We will also rage him up and wait for a bit. At most, use 30 seconds, not more than that. This is not setting up the funnel that usually costs 1 minute. This is just going in quick and taking out the clan castle. So the warden is going in. We'll make the funnel over here with rocket balloons again. We're gonna deploy the king and the queen from this side. The warden is almost done over on this side. So as soon as that ricochet cannon falls, I'll be using the invisibility spell. I usually carry 2 earthquake spells just in case there are battle builders in the area. So I'm gonna deploy both of them, then start to make the defenses invisible and then pop his ability. The warden is going completely in the wrong direction, so I'm gonna pull him back with heroes. I also have got 1 ice golem and headhunters to take down the enemy king. Let's make the funnel a bit better. I don't want the heroes walking out on me. For now they're going in, so I'll be using another super wall breaker. We have got earthquake boots and spiky wall for king's ability. And I would like to pop it right in the middle, so I'll have to save the king. There's a lot of damage on him. 1 invisibility spell is necessary. It will take them a little bit of time to break this wall, so make sure to place your super wall breakers nicely. We're gonna rage here because it is necessary, and we are almost there, so I'm gonna pop the king ability and the spiky ball will go ahead and do a lot of damage. RC from the top side, immediately pop her ability. We've got rocket spear and seeking shield, and that will do a lot of damage. Over in the middle, the queen ability has to be popped as well. She has got mirror clone and healer puppet. Now the final step of the strategy, we'll have to swarm the remaining defenses with more rocket balloons, and that should seal the deal. We also have got cleanup troops, so we'll deploy all of them. We do not want to time fail this attack, and even if the strategy needs some skills, it goes smoothly after the fireball. I usually bring 2 earthquake spells, I already mentioned that, but if your fireball is low level, you'll need 2 of them anyways. And this one is done. It's time for the next attack, and it is Electro Titans. This attack rocked during the World Championship, and it can be divided into steps. Let me show you how. Now this is the base. We can divide this into 3 sections. The 2 sides, and this is where we have to make the funnel. Typically one side with the queen, and the other side with the siege barrack. And finally the third side will push the main troops from this side. To be honest, why did we select this side? That's because there's the eagle artillery, and I would like to pick it up as we are making our way into the base. If we kept this one for the end, then it is very likely that it will kill all our troops because it will be hammering away on every single unit. But it is not easy. There's that monolith in the area along with the expos, so the siege barrack to make the funnel over here is not good. The P.E.K.K.A.s will be picked up by the monolith right away and it will not go far. So for that, we have got Royal Champion as the replacement of that. It is not usual, but it works. Let me show you. First, we're gonna begin with the earthquake spell, then the valkyries, just for a little bit of tanking, then the RC, raise her up, use the RC ability, we have got the spear and the shield. This way, we will get the maximum output from the spear, and it will be able to take all of this compartment out. You can use the skeleton spell to distract defenses. In this case, it worked on the expos, and always have spirit fox along with the RC. It might also go ahead and die to the defenses or the enemy heroes, but it will do its work. Now just like we predicted, the RC has taken down the whole compartment and the funnel has been formed. So over from the opposite side, we're gonna use the golem and the queen. She will make the funnel easily. And if you want to target defense that is inside of 2 layers of walls, then you can use super wall breaker. We have mirror clone and healer puppet. With that, the queen will become extremely powerful, so taking out each and every building from this side is no big deal for her. Then we will start the main thing. Be sure to make the funnel so your king and Electro Titans do not wander off. Always have 1 ice golem. Start with that first and then deploy everything else. In this case, we'll need to freeze that Inferno Tower. It is set on the king. And by the way, if you find yourself in this scenario, where you do not use the siege barrack to make the funnel right away, then you can have log launcher in your army, not the siege barrack to attack. In this case, we are still using siege barrack because I want the P.E.K.K.A.s and wizards for some extra power, but that is the option. If you had a log launcher, then you would have been able to save the jump spell and deal some extra damage, but for the later part of the wall, we have the king ability anyways. We have the earthquake boots and giant gauntlet for the king. When the queen is in low health and her golem is gone, this is a good time to use her ability and she will take down a lot of defenses. Use the warden ability when you are in the core or dealing with a lot of damage from a lot of defenses that are grouped up. It will carry you through the town hall blast, and not to mention, since we have got 2 books for the warden, the HP of the troops will be restored. Now I'm letting the king get a little bit closer to the walls. That way, using his ability will grant us access to the next compartment. But sometimes using his ability will kinda scatter your troops because the units will have so many options. But what I found usually, even if your troops end up scattering, later down the line, they group back together and take down the base. So the success rate of this strategy is pretty high. Use the skeleton spells around the heroes and Inferno Towers. It is also good for distracting the ricochet cannon. And save your headhunters from giant bombs, by the way. It will help you out a lot. Our army has divided into 2 flanks. One of them is going after the enemy RC and the other is going after the enemy king. The warden is following the Electro Titans, so that's good since we have got the yak. And on the top side, the apprentice warden is following the king. Now at this point, most of the things are done. You usually have got just a few cleanup troops, usually 1 or 2 Valkyries. Deploy them on the outside so you can reduce the damage on the Electro Titans this way. It will not only fast up the cleanup process, but also reduce a significant amount of damage on the main army. With that being said, everything is done in this attack, and we will coast to the 3 stars without any problem. Now the third attack, that will be Super Witches. It is definitely the strongest at Town Hall 16. So we are going against this base, and basically to do this strategy, you will have to throw a shallow fireball. It does not have to be that deep, and you do not have to get the clan castle. And on the other side, this time we will have to use the siege barrack with the queen. Okay, I will just stop planning and do the strategy right away. So first of all, the warden and the healers. With this angle, I'll just have to make the wizard tower invisible, earthquake, and then pop his ability. That will make a good funnel, or I should say good enough funnel. Now we can begin on the another side, queen, siege barrack, followed by the super wall breaker, and they will make a cut over here. With the next step, we'll start the super witches and 1 electro titan, super wall breaker again, the king as well, and apprentice warden. Now we have set ourselves for the 3rd star. We just have to wait for a little bit. I'll have to use another super wall breaker for the queen. I would like her to go in from this side. And again, we have got mirror clone and heal up a bit. Over in the other side, we have got the same equipment for the king as well. It's not like these strategies work with these set of equipments only. They work with other ones as well. We just have to take a different approach. You'll have to make the first way with the jump spell and direct the troops where you want them to go. In this case, there's an invisibility tower, but the invisibility will fade pretty soon. To deal with the enemy CC, we have got the poison spell and the aura from the Electro Titan. Deploy the RC with the rocket spear and shaking shield. She will make the funnel a little bit better, but it's not like that's the only purpose for the RC. You can also save her for the back end if necessary, and pop the queen ability, generate some extra healers and extra queens. And do not pop your king ability right away. When he's closer to the next compartment you want to send your troops, that is the time to pop the king ability. And this time we will not invest anything on the RC. We will just let her do her thing and die. She has got the phoenix, so she will be up for a while. Freeze that inferno when required. Save your healers, because they are a significant part of this strategy. We also swagged a rage spell there that was not necessary. We will invest most of the rage spells usually on the super witches. You can pick up point defenses when the timing is right. And here's another example of picking up the point defenses. We have a few cleanup troops, they will do the job. This strategy is easier than it looks. We have also got one swag spell this time, and with that, we're at the end of this attack. These were the strongest Town Hall 16 strategies, and to the surprise, they are not very hard. Now, I'll link a video right here. I'm pretty sure you'll be interested. And if you have made it up to this point, then I would really appreciate a like. And before we end this video, let's accept some friend requests. Today we have got Encalagon, Saiful A, Cheesy, Rickaboom, AJ, Dark Crusader, Richter, Raghava, Nave 444, and YouTube Lovo. I hope I did not mispronounce any of the names, but I appreciate all of you guys for sending me the friend request. So see you in the next video then. Take care. Bye.